Hello. I'm in the middle of making a video. Hi guys, my name's Alyssa and welcome back to my channel. I'm like really pregnant, so my mind doesn't want to do anything. I know. It sucks for you guys that all I want to do is not do anything. But I also don't want to leave you hanging too much. Come here, buddy. Oh, yeah. So I just wanted to give you probably it's the most requested video in my Mars series so far, is Mars and Taurus. So I have like 4 left after this, so obviously I'm going to get to you. It's just taking me a little bit longer just because I'm fucking pregnant. Maybe my baby can hear me swear. He'll forget about it later, hopefully. Mars and Taurus. So Mars is the fiery ball planet of anger, aggression, passion, and sex. And Taurus is the stubborn, level-headed bull that, you know, is stubborn and likes soft things and, you know, likes to eat. If your Mars falls into Taurus in your astrological birth chart or natal chart, this would be the way that you express your anger, passion, sex drive, etc. This one I feel like is very self-explanatory, and maybe that's why I haven't done it, because I'm like, come on, you guys, it's so easy. But Taurus people like to eat. So when you're angry, you stuff your face with food. Obviously. Okay, maybe it's not all like that. If your Mars is in Taurus, you are steady. And they say that Mars is very debilitated in Taurus, which I could see that as far as maybe it takes you a while to really be able to express your anger in a positive way, because it is very important to express anger. And if you can't express your anger in a healthy way, it can really, really affect you. And Taurus, I think, has a hard time doing that because they don't want to express their anger. If you put fiery planet Mars into an earth sign, it doesn't like to express its anger. And so when it does, it's very forceful, like an earthquake of emotion. It wants to destroy you. And that's what Taurus does. But it's going to take them a long time. It's going to be a lot of buildup before a Mars and Taurus gets to that point where they just want to rip your head off. But when they do, they're fucking strong. They're strong like bull. I would say that actually if your Mars is in Taurus, you're one of the strongest placements because you are extremely strong. They have a lot of strength of anger. And I wouldn't want to be in a fight with a Mars and Taurus. I think about, you know, Mars and water signs that are super passive aggressive. And then you have this Mars and Taurus who just probably wouldn't let that stand after a while, because there's nothing worse to a Mars and Taurus than somebody who's just slowly picking at them. And to everybody else's dismay, you slowly pick at a Mars and Taurus, and that is the best way to get them to try and kill you later, because that builds up and builds up and builds up, and then they can use their brute force and destroy you. And when I say destroy, I mean Taurus is not a communicating sign. It's a very tactile sign. It very much wants to wring people's neck in the literal sense. It wants to punch people in the literal sense. And so they have to use a lot of restraint from just kind of using their arms and their legs and their body to express their anger. And you might find that a Mars and Taurus, like when they're really angry, has to run into their room and beat on their bed, or maybe punch holes into walls or something. Just something that they can use their body, because that is how they are going to release their anger. And mind you, for them, it's healthy this way, as long as it's not directed at people, obviously. But if you can go out and really just scream, break things that aren't expensive, or maybe just beat at your pillow, like, that's a really good way for you to express anger. So now, because they're so tactile, and Mars is also sex, I would like to say that Mars and Taurus people, as far as sex, they really just want to be touched and they want to touch. And so they're the type of person that's going to just kind of fall into releasing themselves through their hands, through other people's hands, through massages and everything like that, and just kind of losing themselves in that ability to like feel. And not just their tactile, but they like to use all of their senses. So you imagine they like things to smell nice. They like things to feel nice. Like Scorpio Mars, they probably want their lover to shower. And they probably won't have sex with you if you don't shower. They also don't want a bunch of quickies. They'd want something to take its time. A lot of foreplay. That's the Mars in Taurus. They understand that steady behavior is the way to achieve their goals. And there's not a lot that can throw them off the course. Though they are really stubborn, so if they decide that they don't want to go and do something with you or hang out with you or whatever, they're not going to. And it would be beneficial for you not to pick at them, because when they are zoning out on the couch, don't try to pull them out and be like, you need to get out of this funk. They have to choose to do it themselves, because they are so stubborn emotionally in that way. And they really don't want to be thrown off guard. Like, you don't want to go up to them and be like, hey, guess what we're doing for your birthday? I got you plane tickets and we're going to fly somewhere and it's going to be so romantic and spontaneous. You might freak them out and cause major panic attacks. Same with trying to change it up in the bedroom. They're not going to be spontaneous, but they're going to be really good at what they do. So anyway, that's your Mars in Taurus. See, Apollo Star, he just turned 2 a couple days ago, and so he just really thinks that it's okay if he gnaws on my pinky. I don't know. He also wants to go for a walk, but we're not going to say that word yet. Oh, he heard it.